Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Bandwidth for TWiT specials is provided by Cachefly at CACHEFLY.com. Hi, this is Leo Laporte. We got a little special here for you. Recently, about last month, we sent John C. Dvorak, our good friend and esteemed computer columnist, to Madrid to participate in the 2012 Ford Focus Global Test Drive Challenge. He went to the National Institute for Aerospace Technology in Madrid, along with 40 winners of a contest from Ford, and he seems to have had quite a bit of fun, not to mention eaten quite a bit of food. Let's take a look.
I'm John C. Dvorak. I'm here at the National Space Technology Institute in Madrid, Spain, because Leo couldn't be here. He's apparently tried to go to Antarctica and didn't make it. But I made it, and we're going to be driving some cars. Well, let's face it, it's a dog and pony show about the new car. We're going to listen to some guy speak and probably look at a movie, I would guess, and then be assigned a car, and we're going to go out and test drive the thing on our own. Hey, Brock! Good to see you. I haven't seen you for years. Where are you working now?
Dearborn.
Oh, Dearborn.
Dearborn, Ford Motor Company.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Right. Hey, thanks for coming to Madrid.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks for representing TWiT.
Sure is a nice hotel. Where'd you guys dig this place up?
Hey, John, I'd like you to meet Leo Ryan.
Leo Ryan.
John,
You're with
pleasure.
Ogilvy.
That's correct.
I've read your stuff.
Thank you. I hope you liked it.
Yeah, it was quite good.
Well, what I can tell you about is we've got a bloggers dinner tonight, which of course you'll be coming to which we have 5 local Spanish tech bloggers coming. So that'll be interesting for you to meet them. And then tomorrow we'll go out to the track and introduce you to the car. But tonight should be a lot of fun.
Are there going to be any jumps? You can jump the car over like another car?
Has he signed the waiver?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, there's jumps. There's big jumps.
Okay, good.
So, John, you've just arrived at the hotel. A quick overview. 10 different architects, all big names back in the 80s. Some of them are still big names. Each one have done a floor. Do you know which floor you're on?
9.
9.
Some American architect.
Some American.
Everything is blocky, and it's kind of like got backlighting, and it's got a lot of glass doors, and there's one plug. And that's about it.
Could be any architect.
Yeah, the one plug theory of architecture. One of the things I have to do here is I have to have some Spanish omelettes. We're working on this separate project.
It's a little side thing. We'll be fine.
To find the best Spanish, and there's a specific name for it. And they should have potatoes incorporated into the dish. Yeah?
Yeah, and possibly, what do you call them in America? Not capsicum. Peppers.
Yeah,
Bell peppers.
Bell peppers or
Yeah.
some sort of pepper.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll find one.
Yeah, I'll get back to you on that.
Yes, I would appreciate it.
What else are you looking forward to while you're out here in Madrid?
Besides the Spanish omelet? Oh, I don't know. The Prado Museum would be a good thing. Actually, I first thought I made the mistake of asking for the Prada Museum and couldn't figure out why they had all these shoes in the place. Gout from it's actually a real functional Rioja. Quite good. Made in the New World style.
and a good vintage, 2005. Famous real Spanish omelet that we don't get in this country.
What's it consist of?
It's eggs and potato, and my wife's doing an egg book, and she needs me to try this while I'm here.
Why is this one so special?
Well, they said that it's the best food. Everybody argues about this in Madrid, apparently. 25 restaurants all say they make the best one. It's a big deal.
You know, this restaurant is very famous in Madrid.
Yeah.
So all the footballers from Real Madrid
Oh, they come here.
come here. All famous.
So it's basically
He wants ketchup.
TWiT's version of preserved.
it's onions and
That's it.
pretty much. You guys are gonna love the focus. You're gonna love the track. It's a lot of fun. So, cheers. Here's our guy.
John.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, John. Jamie Clouston.
And meet our videographer.
Hi. How are you today? Very well. Excellent. Well, I'm actually basically at your disposal. We've got a car for you.
guy.
So whatever you want to do today, we'll work out a plan that suits you with filming.
You have a red or a blue car because it makes a better
I've
film.
got a red one for you. See, special
See?
request. Yeah.
All you have to do is ask.
And I believe you want a car to go into Madrid with later as well.
Yeah.
So we'll take care of that too.
Okay. Also, I need to drive the car through a chuck hole.
A chuck hole.
Yeah, chuck hole.
Oh, a pothole type thing.
Pothole.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll get that sorted out for you. I'm sure we've got a few around somewhere.
So I'm going to go drive now. Well, the good news is it's got a very smooth engine.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a lot of shaking.
We've got an area of a bowl. It's a 3-kilometre bowl, oval, and we'll go onto that and have a little look at particularly the noise, vibration and harshness. And you'll see with a lot of the new insulation and a lot of the measures they've taken with sturdier construction, it really has cut down the noise levels inside the car. So it's a very refined ride.
And we have to find a pothole.
I'm sure we won't
That
be
way
stuck for a few of those.
Because all American freeways have them.
Yeah. I was out in California for a couple of months at the beginning of last year, and yeah, some of the highways there were a bit of surprise. But not as bad as up around the New York, New Jersey area.
No, it's bad too.
Yeah, they were awful. There we are.
There
Some
we go.
quite
There we go.
rough road.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
The other thing we'll get to later, it actually has an intelligent steering system on it now as well. The electronic power assisted steering is mounted onto the rack. Not only does it save fuel, because it cuts fuel usage by some 4%, because it's not using, like a hydraulic system, power all the time. It only kicks in the power when it needs it, so it's not draining the engine continually. And the other nice thing is, if you're going over like a pebble surface, the steering works out that that's the sort of surface you're on, so it will start absorbing more of that surface as opposed to letting you feel every little bit of it. So it makes it just that little bit less fatigue going through to the driver, if you like, holding the wheel tight all the time. Now, there's also a rumble strip down here, so if you want to see, it's like a little pothole in reverse almost. So if you stay on this, we'll get an idea over that.
Like here?
There you go. So it rides those very easily.
Good. That means on speed bumps you just plow through them. You don't have to slow down. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Good. You're really cheering me up early today.
Yeah, okay. So just go around.
Just
and
keep
around.
going around here if you would. I'm going to get you to get up to about 40 kilometres an hour. You
Okay.
don't need to go any more than that. 40 kilometres an hour and drive all the way onto that basalt surface. Now this is like water on top of ice. So we're going to do most of this exercise staying on that track. I just want you to drive onto that, and when I say now, I'd like you just to hit the brakes
Slam
as
them on.
hard as you possibly can.
Sure.
This is one of those things where, strangely enough, when we do driver training, people don't like braking very harshly. or what they would do is normally go onto the brake, then lift off.
Yeah.
So I'd like to feel the car operating the ABS.
Right, so you
we
understand
need that.
Right, so we get the little...
Exactly, yep. The other nice thing about the ESP system, they've really worked very hard on improving the systems on the car, safety systems, traction systems. And you'll see on here, even when people do want to punch it in what are not always suitable conditions, the car actually intervenes in a very subtle way to actually make people look a lot better than they are behind the wheel. Keep going at that speed. And now slam that brake. And you see just how slippery that is. So even from 25 miles an hour, that is massive. Now I just want you to pull away now.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Now, just come to a stop again.
I'll slam it.
Now, absolutely flat on the gas. Give it everything it's got.
Yeah, so it decides not to do that.
Yeah. Now, if you just come to a stop again for me here, we'll look at the difference of how much the car's doing. So now what I'd like you to do, we're going to do a split surface, and then when we're driving on, 2 wheels on that the tiles again, 2 wheels on the tarmac.
So I'm going to go half and half here.
Yep. That's it. Just hold your speed nice and steady there.
Hands
Now,
off.
hands off completely, and massive brake now.
Not
Now,
bad.
traditionally, this car, because it's got good grip on this side, none on that side, these wheels would have gripped, and the car would have
Yeah.
then spun you out.
It's impressive.
Yeah. What I'm going to get you to do now is actually stay on the tiles for me, and this is where, although the system's brilliant, we still need some driver input. So if you make sure that you keep the car actually on the tiled surface, I'm going to get you just move side to side as you normally would, and every now and again I might just give a little tweak. Because the car's inherently so stable, I have to try and induce a bit of oversteer so it gives you something to do, because the car then tends to be on top of that situation and will kill the skid before you get to it.
Interesting. Okay.
So that's what I'll be doing. So please don't worry about me pulling the handbrake on you. Okay, let's have a go at that then. So we just get nicely onto there, and then just start nice and gently side to side. There we go. You were almost enjoying that, weren't you?
That's kind of fun.
Okay, as soon as this car goes by, if you want to just follow him out, that's lovely. Beautiful. And he's just heading off. So that's fine. Please feel free to use the top lane as well. The other thing we said about the noise, vibration and harshness, they've actually put some more insulation, noise insulation in the car. So we've got additional top cover on the engine there. We've got a fully flat panel underneath the car as well. And all these plastics are made out of recycled materials, such as the liners for the wheel arches as well. Right down to the point where now there's even a couple of pairs of jeans, so they use the cotton, recycled cotton, for the backing on the floor mats. So not only good for the recycling, but also adds a little bit of noise insulation. So it's a win-win situation on that one. Even in the seats now, they're actually using, it's like a soybean.
It's pretty quiet.
Yep. Thicker rear windows, thicker tailgate windows as well. And even when it's riding, so it'll get a bit lumpy along here. Just watch your speed a little bit along here for banging about a little bit. But when you think we're doing, what, 70 miles an hour over some reasonable bumps on there, and we're on an angle,
Right.
the car just like sorts it all out for you. So it's not a major panic situation, if you like, you know, and the car is moving around. It's very sure-footed. The other thing that I'd like you to have a little look at is when we're actually doing any braking, what I'd like you to do is just hit the brake pedal as lightly as you possibly can. So just barely touching it, and see if that has any effect on the braking of the car. Because everyone assumes that you have to really go harder and harder on the brakes, but the braking systems now have been refined so much that it actually takes a lot of that effort for you. So you don't have to keep pushing, just a little bit, and the car will keep slowing down for you.
These guys are going pretty slow.
Yeah, they're just doing a familiarization lap though. Right, so keep going, keep flat, flat, flat. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Now, good, that's good. That's it, launch, launch. There you go, there you go. Look at that. Even a bit of showboating at the end. You've got it all going on there.
The cones are still up.
That was a brilliant job. But you see, when you're not doing the braking, but you see how the systems start kicking in?
Right, well, you actually, in that situation, you probably wouldn't have enough time you wouldn't get to the brakes.
Precisely. And just like we said on the ABS, even the people then that would hit the brake, what they do is either hit it too gently or they hit it and then lift off it. And that's why it also has on it this emergency brake assist system.
All right, here we go.
That's it. Then we can get ourselves lined up. Brake here. Now eyes up. A little bit more brake. You see, otherwise we lose the speed here. Yeah?
Where will you be? Right. Yeah, I know. That had nothing but trouble with that corner.
Yeah. It's only because you're approaching it too quick. Same as this one. You've cut on the inside because you're looking down here. But remember, the more speed we're carrying in, the more we've got to lose. This is quite a sharp hairpin round here, so stay left. More brake here. Much more brake. Much, much more brake. Stay on it. Even more. That's it. Now gently on the power, eyes up. Keep it turning. Now start feeding the power in, and this should be your exit over here. Then we come across to the right. Now, carrying the speed up, brake here. Now, gently on the power as we go around, eyes up, and just let her feed in. Let her use the track as we swing out over here. Don't be frightened of it. Now we can get her line down. That's it. Yeah? Just because we dropped the eyes down a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all that was. But that first move you made there was brilliant, and it was all lovely, the momentum's carrying.
Hey, camera guy, see if you can keep up with me. You look perfect.
All right, so we've got a liner there for you as well.
So they don't have to ever clean the helmets. So you actually fit anybody's head?
Yeah, one size fits all. There we go. What size should you normally take, do you know?
I don't remember. 7.5, or I don't know what the sizes are here.
I feel okay?
Yeah, it feels good.
Okay, let me do that.
I'm supposed to observe the hands.
So it's a case of getting out as far as you can on the track and then just creating that straight line through so you've got as much of the track to play with.
Yeah, there's also a little dipsy do in the road.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the other one, it's obvious, is one on the other side that's kind of, you know, you can't really get it around it as fast as you'd like, but this is the one that I thought was the most annoying.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So what happened in there? Tell us what happened.
We went around and around. It's fantastic.
What did you guys talk about? Did you talk about food? What happened?
No, I talked about how to take some of these corners.
Yeah. Did he give you good advice?
I don't know.
I'll talk you through it first. There are two different ways we can do this, depending on what speed we can get up to. Straight line. When we're ready, whip the wheel round. Now, neutral, neutral, neutral. Okay, go, 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 go. As the front comes round, we then want to be selecting neutral from reverse, and then get it into drive as we get straightened up, going the other way, back on the power and off. Go, go, go. There we are. So let's give it a go. See, if we're going a bit quicker, you carry the momentum more. Right. But if we try it the other way and do that little shimmy first, we should find that we get a slightly quicker snap. So turn one way, then the other way. and it just brings the front end around that little bit quicker.
Huh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to have a go at that?
Yeah. All right,
Okay, let's give it a go. Now! Yeah? So you see how we've got to pick the point, but we've got to get it to try.
Yeah. I had the point.
Yeah.
Right. So I can see where you had to, because I'm concentrating on the curve and I forgot to pound.
All you need to do, same thing as we talked about on the track actually, is about the eyes.
Yeah.
So you've got to be ahead of the car now, so you know it's coming this way, so start looking over here out of this window, and as soon as you see that point you've got to line up with, let's get her straight again. Go. Looking. Straight wheel. That's it. There we go. Yeah?
Yeah.
It actually won't look as bad as you felt it was, I can assure you.
It looked pretty bad.
No, it really isn't. When you see that on film, all you'll see is that car coming around.
Next time it's going to be with Leo's Mustang.
So, from here, if we imagine we're driving down the street, all we do is slow down to less than 8 miles an hour, we push on the auto park, and it says now that it's looking for a parking space on the right-hand side, because traditionally that's where we would normally park. But if we are on the other side of the road, we can still do this just by putting on the indicator. The system now knows I want it to look for a parking space on the left-hand side. So, as we start driving along here, the car is now monitoring via the sensors.
Right, because you apparently cannot see that there's a spot there, but that's okay.
But even if I wasn't sure, you know, some people are really not happy with parking spaces and things like that.
So it lets you know. And he didn't see anything, so it says, oh, well.
There we are. So now it's actually saying, pull forward to park. Stop vehicle. We're going to go into reverse and back up slowly. So without touching the steering wheel at all, car sorts itself out here. We can just gently let it come back into the space. Again, not touching the steering wheel.
I wonder if you can take your California driver's license test and do the parking thing this way.
And there we are. Well,
so thanks. That was a great. Now I should warn people now that I can do the J turn that don't let me drive, because I'll just want to keep practicing. But it was fun. Had a good time.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. What was the best bit of the whole lot, do you think?
Actually, you know what I actually enjoyed the most was that quick thing through the lane change. At high speeds.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Now, doesn't that give you a lot of confidence with the car as well? So
yeah.
That if you are being quite abusive with it, normally without all the electric gizmetry, it would just slide out, but you've got total control over the car.
No, it's a hot little. It's a hot rod.
It was an absolute pleasure to meet you, John. Thank you very much indeed.
We'll see you again.
And safe driving.
Thanks. So, how'd you like it?
It was fantastic.
What'd you like best?
I actually liked that I didn't hydroplane when I was driving, because I've actually been in an accident
But we
before.
never had a pool.
There was enough there.
So what about did you take, you drove all the different tricks and stuff?
We did, yes.
And
I think the coolest thing was going around the track really, really fast, because I'm such a slow driver.
Yeah.
And I was really scared, but I did good. I didn't wreck.
Oh, and then when the guy took you at high speeds, what did you think?
I was freaking out. I can't wait to see my footage, because I was just pretty much yelling and screaming. I'm like, I'm so scared, I can't take it. But it was awesome. It was really cool. How was it for you?
It was great. I mean, I learned a J turn.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was, you go backwards and then you're going the other way. It was great, you know, and it actually turns out to be a very easy maneuver. Anyone can do it. I advise you just to look it up on the internet, go to Google, look up the J-turn, and try it with your own family sedan. It's a no-brainer.
I know, I'm going to do that.
Yep.
I'll do my own how-to tutorial.
There you go. Now you're talking.
Hi, I'm Jason Johnson. I'm a user interface design engineer for Ford, and one of the key engineers that developed the sync system with my Ford Touch.
Okay, and now this is, of course, Sync's been around for a while.
Exactly.
Is there something new in this in the newer cars?
Yeah, so Sync launched in 2007, and now there are more than 3 million Sync-equipped vehicles on the road. With my Ford Touch, we're adding an 8-inch touchscreen and enhanced user interface, and as far as connectivity, USB, Bluetooth, SD card, 3 RCA jacks, and Wi-Fi connectivity.
Where are the jacks?
So, in the center console, you notice that we have the media hub. So, one of the 2 USB ports has music playing from the thumb drive. The other one is a 3G broadband modem. So now that gives me connectivity to the internet. With Sync, with my Ford Touch, I'm creating a mobile hotspot in the car.
Oh, so people in the back seat can be on their iPad reading?
They can be surfing the internet
so
on
so
the
people
iPad.
can now read on the iPad in their car in real time and actually get car sick without actual paper.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if they get car sick, and it's easy to wipe off.
Yeah, and then this is a great solution for kids that want to game over the internet. So the road trip just gets that more.
What's the
exciting.
connection on the Wi-Fi? Is it LTE? I mean, how's it hooked to the car? Because you're driving, let's say.
Yeah, so that's the best solution. You bring in the connection that you already have, the 3G modem that you already
you
have,
put it in there.
or the 4G modem. So as the networks improve and new technology evolves.
So whatever you want.
Exactly, whatever you want. Choose your own carrier. Bring your own device.
WiMAX? Can you have a WiMAX modem in there?
Absolutely, yeah. WiMAX.
Has that been tested?
Specifically, yes, we've tested with the Sprint solution.
Yeah, the Sprint one. That's the one that
Las Vegas. Yep. So and the great thing about Sync is that it's upgradable. So when we first launched Sync, we did not have CDMA support for the Sprint modems, and then we offered an update for our customers, and then we added CDMA support. So similar to the 3 million vehicles that are out there, as new features and technologies evolve and become available, we can upgrade. Sync, and we're compatible with new devices as they're released.
Okay.
Is there anything different right now compared to?
Yeah, you know, the funny thing is when you travel in, you're like Madrid or Rome or Paris, you're driving around, you know, it's not too bad on the freeway, but generally speaking, when you have a camera guy with a camera in your face and trying to concentrate on this kind of foreign country, it's really, really annoying. And people out there should try it sometime. You know, I got some guy on my tail.
Prepare to turn right soon.
Right? It's showing me left. So people are maniacs in this town. They're driving through. It's too fat. It's ridiculous.
Nothing to say. I'm trying to get out of a parking lot. You guys wasted film. Hey people, it's me, John. I'm here to drive cars, but you know, since I'm in Madrid, I might as well look around a little bit. So I'm going to grab my pal Ignacio Garcia, my local, and we're going to go check out the scene here in Madrid and probably eat a lot of food. This is Ignacio Garcia. He is our local guide. Huge fan of Leo, and but he's a bigger fan of the No Agenda Show at noagendashow.com.
We are the square in front of the Royal Palace.
Yeah.
There's the Royal Opera also in front, and it's from the 16th century. That one is just being renewed. It's from the 18th century.
So we're going to go in there and see if we can get a room. Now there's an interesting statue over there that's kind of unique. Looks like a World War I or something like that, or a French Foreign Legion. You know, we don't have statuary like this in the States. You know, that would be cool, and so would all these other things. Who's the guy?
A king.
Some king.
One of them.
We got some various kings.
I think it's Carlos III.
Carlos III, another dead king. I need a haircut. Maybe we get a haircut if I see something. We can go into a haircut place and get me one. A salon. Got some dirt or something in my foot from this walking around. I wonder if there's any ATM machines around. If you see one, you can buy a loot.
Yeah, and Australia and the didgeridoo.
Yeah, there you go. Be annoying in all countries of the world. Get a didgeridoo. It's one of the few instruments I can play, the lute. I should probably go in there and play you a few bars, but...
Yeah, make Leo pay it.
yeah, right. He's going to buy something, Leo's going to pick up the tab. All right, pharmacy. Yes, I got some cash in the machine. Go on.
You have the churro, and there's in Madrid very typical big
there's
churro.
churros
It's called
here.
porra. Porra. It's like a big churro. If churro like this, porra is big.
So what you want? Just made. Outstanding.
Not like
Tourists. Taking pictures with the iPhone. It's closer to chocolate pudding by American standards. So we're gonna go hit the streets. Ah, delicatessen. Now we're talking. Look at this place. Watch out for that step.
Euros.
106 euros a pound. Or a kilo. It's a kilo.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Doesn't get any better than this. Missed a fellow North American roaming around. They ruined the photograph over there because they got this huge sign that blocks the visual. It's unbelievable. See a big sign? This is the place to go if you want to collect stamps and coins. At night, all these tapas bars are packed at midnight. But we're Americans and we have to be in bed by 11. So a lot of people are wondering what happened to Spider-Man. He's kind of let himself go. He's kind of like a fat spider now. I think he's over there. So there's apparently, what is this with the Madrinistas liking SpongeBob so much? It's about like the third, fourth SpongeBob we've seen.
The only thing they put on kid TV right now. It's SpongeBob all the day long. It's 24 hours a day.
Really?
You're really incredible. Look,
I'm glad the Americans have contributed something to the
people.
culture. So our videographer is now considering himself to be Martin Scorsese. So he's going to spin around us a few times. Can't get the shot. People keep walking in the way. You think I need a haircut? Of course I do. I should. No, there's a bunch of people waiting. Never mind.
You want me to ask, or?
Well, you can ask, but you know, it looks to me as it's not going to happen. Hey, no one said I didn't try. We had to get back to have some food and drink. Interesting. Doesn't get any better than this. We're going to have another slice. This time we're having a slice of one of these tortillas. This will be our third. Different one. Who else had these before? You have. All right, let's see what we got. It looks the same. It does, but he says there's no cheese in it. Forget it. You got lucky, you got the bells going. The bell tolls for thee, we have to get out of here. Hey Leo, time to get up. The bell's ringing, it's an alarm. We left the haircut place because we weren't getting waited on, and we have a dinner to go to, so that's the real reason, and we're on our way. I'll get the trim someplace else. day 2 here in Madrid, and you can see that the weather has changed. And we also have a lot more people here. They're all going to be racing for time. We're going to do some time racing here on this little closed course. We'll see how we do. Nobody's spun out yet, let's put it that way.
Okay, welcome to Start Driving Faster. We're going to be taking you out on the circuit here. Now, what we're going to show you is the Focus in its element. It's one of the best handling cars around. We've got plenty of race drive instructors that are going to give you some tuition to start with, and then at the end, you will set a lap time.
Because here you're like steering into it,
yeah,
and then you had to remember it was like one turn into it and then one turn out. Because the hard part was once you reversed to know where straight was.
How many takes did you have to do on that?
Probably the first or second one were good, but then they changed camera angles like 5 times. We probably did it 5 times.
Wow. Hey, I'm here with Tom from Men's Health, and you're a blogger.
I am. Well, I write for the website, yes.
Okay, well,
yeah.
they call it a blogger.
They call it a blogger these days.
Yeah, so you kind of snuck in as a blogger.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
I write for the magazine as well, but you know, I do the car stuff. The car stuff is pretty much exclusively online.
I think there's a lot of people that used to be print, and now they call themselves bloggers because they can't get work. So,
Yeah.
what do you think of the car?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
well, that's one of the most impressive things about it is that it feels so safe. It is so safe, even out there in the wet. It just sticks to the road, and
it's actually kind of amazing. I always wonder what happens if the computer goes out on this thing, and you're still used to it doing all this stuff for you. Anyway, thanks.
Okay, no worries. Cool.
Okay.
Right, my name's Tim, by the way, John. Nice
Hi.
to meet you.
He says you're the best. Yeah, no, he showed me a J turn and some other stuff yesterday that
All right, yeah.
So.
Fortunately for a lap time, you won't need any of that.
It'd be kind of fun, don't you think?
Yeah, halfway through the lap. Look at this.
I'm the top blogger, but there's many bloggers to come, so we'll see. There's a good possibility that we might get lucky and it's a thunderstorm will hit when the next group comes by. What's the trick on this thing?
Well, the slippery surface up the top there, so just that control like we said before.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
No, exactly.
Go for it.
Come around and get a little goal in there as well.
So we get to kick a ball with a car. It's going to be interesting. There it goes. Penalized by knocking the ball over the top. Of course, it's right in front, so this is hardly what I call much of a challenge. No, he missed. He missed. Well, that was interesting. Actually, the real reason was to show the slippery, the ability of the car to stay stable in a particularly slippery environment, and then also to stop on a slippery surface, basically. I've taken the lead.
Is he taking the lead?
Yeah, total.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I'm here with Chris Bradshaw of Dreaming Out Loud.
Yeah, that's
You're
right.
one of the winners.
One of the winners of the Ford Global Test Drive from Dreaming Out Loud back in Washington, D.C.
So you got a nice free trip to Madrid.
Yeah, free trip to Madrid, $10,000 to start more than a car. You know, at Dreaming Out Loud, we're working to transform underserved communities in Ward 7 and Ward 8 in Washington, D.C. through youth programs and social business. So we'll be starting some farmers markets and community gardens and continuing our youth programs that are helping young people improve improve their communities, their lives, their environment, and just keeping things going forward.
You have a website?
Yes, you can go to www.dreamingoutloud.org to find out more about us. You can also check us out on Facebook.com/DOLDC or Twitter at DOLDC. So lots of ways to get in touch with us.
And he's going to do well because he knows how to plug. What about the car? What do you think of it?
The car is fantastic. It handled well. We look forward to using it in our programs. The technology will really come in handy because I'm always multitasking with the things that we have going on. So I look forward to being able to, be on the cell phone, hop in the car, and not even have to disconnect to...
Keep an eye out for him. Stay out of his way.
My name is Adam Lowy. And I'm Gavin. We're from New Jersey. About 2 years ago, we started a nonprofit organization called Move for Hunger. We're working with moving companies across the country to help support local food banks. Typically, when people move, they're throwing out a whole bunch of stuff, food being part of that. So we get movers to pick up the unopened, non-perishable food items that people generally throw away, and then they bring it and deliver it to the local food banks.
First couple times around, take it slow, but then after a few times, you just give it all you got and push it as hard as you can.
That safety course was like the hardest thing. I slide, but that's what it's meant to do. It was cool.
So the way I see this event is Ford has a nice little winner with this car, which is highly computerized and has all kinds of safety features that I've never seen before, and it's pretty hard to even spin this car out. And again, they know they have a winner, so they brought all these people out, a bunch of bloggers and writers, and they had a contest. They've given away $400,000. It's one of these things where I think this is the culmination, personally, of Ford having owned Volvo and Jaguar and Maserati, and stealing their technology. I mean, essentially, you own these companies. You might as well use their patents. And they're kind of putting it together, and they're giving it to American cars now. So we have a lot more features and capabilities, I think, in some of these newer American cars than we've ever had before. And I think it really goes back to Ford owning all these other companies. I mean, Volvo in particular, because I mean, they're basically a car designed for safety, and you get the sense that there's a lot of those features in this car. It's kind of interesting. I'm here with Josh and Ryan Conley from Film Riot, who were at the event, and I guess you did the driving.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
I did pretty good. I forced the car to do some 360s, which we weren't supposed to do, but
On the skid pad.
On the skid pad, yeah. I had the car do a full 360. I wasn't mad about it.
So what did you think of the event, and what do you think of that little car?
The event was great. The car was super impressive. It looks really good. I wasn't expecting to be as impressed with the car as I was, all the tech inside and even how it handles, like the traction control and stuff. It's pretty cool, but more than anything, I just really like making the car do a 360.
Yeah, 360. I had the opportunity. I failed on that one. I forgot that. I didn't think about it. It's a good idea. So what's your website so people can check out what you're up to? You basically teach people how to do these kinds of videos.
Yeah. It's a filmmaking show, revision3.com/Film Riot.
You've heard of them, Revision 3. In fact, we talked earlier to Kevin was here, you know.
Oh, really? Kevin Rose?
Yep. Yeah, he was here. So thanks for visiting. Back to you, Leo. I'd like to do an interview here. We have Kevin Rose, who is from Rev 3.
How you doing?
And do you like the beer in this country?
Yeah, I love it.
It's good. Of course, Kevin is a beer expert. I'm here with Vincent Gallo. You know, we only do these things in the bar now. I think it's the way to go. By the way, we're not supposed to do anything in the bar, and we're doing it anyway. So I'm here with Vincent Gallo. What do you do?
What do I do? First, I'm an engineer in mechanics, and after that, I'm a blogger.
He's a blogger.
Yeah, I have a blog on, lifestyle, and also talking about high-tech features and cars, of course.
You came as a blogger to this thing?
Yeah, exactly.
What did you think of the event and the car?
So I didn't understand, sorry.
Oh, the voiture.
Yeah.
C'est bon?
Yeah, the cars are really good. Thanks for the translation. Yeah, the cars are really good. Really good behavior, and you can feel safe, you feel comfortable. You try to go a little bit faster, staying smoother too. That's good, really good.
Well, thanks. We'll hope to see you again.
See you.
So I'm here with our Ignacio Garcia, and we're going to take a look at floor number 4 of this crazy hotel, because we've decided, I don't know if you total agreement, that it's the most interesting floor, and every floor is different in this place. It's all done by a different architect, and this one's done by Plasma Studio. You know anything about them?
Nothing at all.
Okay, so this is we don't know anything, and he's an architect, so what are we going to do? So here it is. Now, as you can see, it's highly metallic, and you can, if you had too much to drink, you come in here and you're like that. So that would be bad. You also could bump your head here, and if you come around, you get cut over here. You're missing this part. See, this is like a nice edge, and it's a shot down the hallways. It's something you don't see every day in a hotel. And it's kind of interesting. Anyway, I think I would congratulate Plasma Studios for the best work, or the weirdest anyway. It's a little... watch your step. Watch your step. Hey, Leo, back to you. You know, the only thing we could come up with is probably if there's the Winchester Mystery House would be at one of the floors. It would be pretty interesting. Or perhaps the Spot in Santa Cruz. Now check this out. These are, there's a bunch of these floors that are white like this. This is floor number 1. Now if you walk in again, you could basically cut your head off on this chandelier, which changes colors. And a couple of these rooms, they're like chilled down, so you're like in the Arctic. You have like a projected number, and the do not disturb signs actually light up. Huh? And the room numbers light up. It's very interesting, very different. And who did this?
Yeah, Cachefly. It's an Iranian architect.
An Iranian architect.
Yeah, that works in London. Okay. And she's quite well known lately.
Well known. In fact, he makes sure that on the thing here we have a map of Iran. It's always maybe that's the news. It could be different. That'll wrap our show of the best 2 floors in the fabulous Puerto America Hotel. Hey, I'm John Dvorak here again, wrapping it up. We're finishing off this event here for Ford at the 13th floor bar. And it's about time we found a bar around here. Not that many in Spain, surprisingly enough. Oh, wait a minute, we went to the wrong places. We're going to finish off, I think. We're going to take a trip to Toledo, which is south of town. Appears to be an antique place. And we'll report back on that some other time. I'm John C. Dvorak. See you again on TWiT. Bye. It's a good all-weather car. Yeah, it's good in the rain, this car. It's got all these controls that keep you from, making a mess. There we go. Oh. Get a shot of that Burger King sign. There's the Burger King again, in only the Spanish version. How does that appeal to anybody? Guy looks like he's greasy too. Makes you think of grease when you buy the hamburger. Not a good idea. The bullfighting ring right there from the front. Check it out. Plaza de Toros. The great bullfighting ring of Madrid. We're going there next. Since we've been clowning around all day. Ooh, that's a nice picture. Ooh, I gotta get a shot of that goddess, whatever the hell she is. This Toledo. This is what you call picturesque. Doesn't get any better than this. All right.
And in the Civil War, there was a big fight. Almost all the building came down, so the other 3 sides are made new, are neoclassical.
Huh. Keep going.
We go to that wall, that street.
Back to you, Leo. These treacherous wet rocks.
We used to have big weight.
It's kind of wild. It's like an art shot. Let me back that one up. Whew. That's frameable.
Frameable.
Frameable. A lot of people apparently fall on their butts walking around here. And so there's a bunch of hip replacement places all over. There's just enough room for one small car, I think, to drive here. Very small. One of those cars that has a lot of clowns in them. They all pile out. This would be the street for them. You can kind of see it. Robert De Niro, there'd be a car going down here, 80 miles an hour. Ooh. Thank you.
We have to go all around that way we only get to the side.
You know, this couple seems to know what they're doing, even though they're Americans. You could actually lead, you know, if you wanted to, you had enough celebrity, just lead your whole life with some guy like this while running around, shooting everything.
This was the capital of Spain for almost 500 years. So.
Okay, where are we going?
We go around the cathedral to the main gate.
Okay. It's usually less slippery on the edge. Stop. Yeah, there, it's just what I said. Now what are they going to do? Oh, yeah.
The inside looks like.
The heck of a church in there. Told us they won't let you take cameras or nothing. They'd get more people to come if they let people take pictures once in a while, maybe after a certain hour.
Look, there's this view from the opposite side.
Oh, yeah. Look at this knife. What would that be used for?
I think it's fish, no? That one's the one that
Well, maybe you could take and bone a fish with it, maybe, perhaps. Fillet.
Here, the swords and the knives used to be very famous.
And there's a Lacoste store.
It's like a bit like Mallorca, also the old city.
Here, hold your camera. Same. Gazing out.
Yeah, whatever. All right, we're losing our light. Weird composition, won't work. All right. We're out of here.
La nuova flamenca y el trigo entre la borea cogió la amapola y yo encojo a mis dolores, lolita, lolola y yo encojo a mis dolores que eran el acto más perfumada, dolores, lolita, lola. Porom, pom, pom, porom, porom, pom, pero, porom, porom, pom, pero, porom, porom, pom, pom.
Our thanks to John C. Dvorak, Eileen Rivera, the TWiT crew, Brent By, all of whom had a great time, obviously, in Madrid, thanks to Ford, and to all the participants who raised quite a bit of money for their charitable causes. If you want to know more about the charitable causes and, of course, about the 2012 Ford Focus, visit twitfordfocus.com. I'm Leo Laporte. Thanks for watching.